Nice 3-second delay. Something like that. We got here. Come on. Start. Maybe it'll just automatically start. I don't even know. Let's see. Come on. What the heck is going on here? It says it's waiting for me. I'm already on here. So, anyways, today on RC Guy Garage.
You can childproof your child.
What do we got there? The heck kind of.
But you can childproof your shades.
That ad's really not that great. Anyways, I don't even know how the ads work. I should probably close that shade behind me. But today on RC Guy Garage, COVID and Coffee. You can see by the title it says Traxxas UDR, the Forgotten RC Repair. And technically that is 100% the truth. Kind of. Is anything ever really forgotten? No. I did get the parts for it. What I can't remember, as usual, did I get, well, I got the right parts. I did get the right ones. Did I get all the parts that I need? So this could be another failed kind of RC live repair, but that's the way it goes. If I was doing a video, obviously I could edit it to make myself look like a hero and not forget anything. And the only thing about this UDR is that the differential is just obviously not a normal differential. It has a planetary gear style setup in the back. So that's the only thing that it's not even that it complicates things, it just makes things a little bit different. So when I had opened this up from memory now, especially now that I'm seeing this bearing right here, it's functional, but it's gritty. And this like kit, this whole thing, this paper plate right here, right there, that paper plate, both of these, I should say both of these paper plates here. So both of these paper plates have actually been sitting on the top portion of my, I have one of those roller cart tool things, where it's like basically it's like a rollable tool cart where you have a surface that you can work on, and then obviously it's got, you know, the lidded section, and all this stuff was in the lid. Now I'm under the assumption that I should be fine with the bearings that are actually in here. Maybe. Actually, that bearing does feel kind of a little funky. So I think what had happened was I had melted, and I don't remember what side it is. See, here's the issue, is that I don't even remember if, now that I'm thinking about this, the reason why I didn't continue this repair was that because, like, I needed parts. I'm thinking no. Oh, wait a minute. All right, so here it is. So this was the issue. I think I was thinking that it was salvageable. That's maybe what I was thinking. This is just basically like a cover. So there is a bearing that goes in the end here, which is one of these. See, it's all coming together. There is a bearing that goes in the end, and I believe this one either overheated or something had gone wrong, and the plastic hexes that I've got here, which doesn't even look like I've got, actually it doesn't look like a, I'm not sure where the other one is. Maybe I threw away oh, there it is. So one of these is badly melted. Yeah, so it was this one. So either grit and stuff got in here and caused a large amount of friction, which effectively welded this to this part. So basically this part ended up kind of like fusing itself together. Now, I think I had thought that I might have to buy this, but I think I'm going to try assembling it right now. You can see there's a little bit of a difference in hole size there. See, that's a normal looking one, and that's the wasted one. So you can definitely see we had some melting going on. So what I'm thinking is I'm thinking some of the material on here that was on this plastic hex probably like melted off and got stuck in this section. So I don't know. All I'm basically trying to do is I'm trying to see if I can put this thing back together so that it's in usable shape. And if I can't, at least now I'll know, and I'll go ahead and maybe, I guess, replace these parts. I did source from GPM. GPM definitely seems to be a pretty good company as far as parts are concerned. These look mint. So these are, obviously they're in an orange. You know, I like my salsa kind of, you know, colors. I like the oranges, the yellows, the greens, reds, stuff like that. Yeah, so I do have 4 of them. Right now, I'm just going to concentrate on getting this rear axle back together and see if I can get the UDR back, like, off the broken shelf and maybe in a more usable state. That's the hope. Now, I'm doing a review on these batteries right here. These are Ovonic Air batteries. Now, I've had a few of these batteries already, and so far, these batteries are actually performing absolutely mint. Now, this is only a 50C pack, but this is a 6S pack that fits the UDR like a glove. Like, I mean, you put this pack in, and it is like the exact size with a little bit of room. Like, and I mean, like, when I say room, I mean, it's just like this pack seems like it was made for the UDR. Obviously, the plug wasn't made for the UDR, so I'll have to address that at some point. I do have an adapter that I usually use, but I think I'm going to stray away from using adapters. I'm pretty much done with using Traxxas adapters, so I'm either going to switch that over to an EC5 connector, or I'll switch it over to an XT90. I do know that there is a 3D like adapter piece, meaning like there's a piece that you can 3D print that you can put inside this UDR, and I'm pretty sure it was Kevin Talbot that I saw him do that. He either switched it over or bought a 3D printed part or whatever it was. I'm not exactly sure, but from memory, it seems like I think I remember Kevin Talbot switching over the Traxxas to a XT90 plug inside the UDR. So that's what I'm thinking. Like I said, this is a 50C pack, but whatever. 6S, it fits mint. I'm going to give it a shot, and we're going to see what happens. That's the only real gripe that I've ever had with this truck, other than the fact that the rear wheels obviously like to grind through the body, but I took care of that with some tape. But as far as this UDR goes, I absolutely love this thing. I did actually learn how to drive it kind of semi without rolling it over, which was remarkable. So it's definitely a RC vehicle that I get, I'd say, an immense amount of like pleasure from ripping it, because it rips. It just likes to roll, but as long as you learn how it likes to drive, you don't have to worry about it. You just drive it. You just learn how to go into the corners. So yeah. So thanks, Earl. So basically what happened is I saw Earl's video today. He was comparing the UDR to his SBR, which is a Super Baja Ray 2.0. And I saw the UDR and I was just like, man, I should at least go and check it out. So I figured I'd just go live and say, hey, what's up? So let's just dive into this and see if I can actually put this back together. I hope I can. I think I can. It's just, you know, it's been a while. It's been a while. So there is an obviousness of things that you know how to put stuff together. There is like little, you know, pieces of glitter inside of here, but it's actually infused into the plastic. I did try to get it out, short of like sanding it out. So I'm just going to leave that glitter in there. And the glitter, I believe, is just like flakes of coating, possibly coming off something. I don't know. But I am going to clean up these bearings. I will repack these. Check this one right here. Might have to repack this one too. I'm not positive. Yeah. This one seems to need to be cleaned out. It is easy to just go ahead and get a... This bearing actually feels mint. This bearing is not mint. So, yeah, I think there was some heat in here. And as far as like a planetary gear system, or planetary gears, this is what I'm talking about. This is your planetary gear set. See, like I'm already seeing parts that I don't remember where they go. That has something to do with the suspension straps, I think. But the way they fit in is they obviously go in like in a quad position. That's why there's like 5 bearings in this. It's insane how many bearings are inside the rear end of this UDR. I mean, you've got 5 bearings, 10 bearings literally just right here. So it's pretty crazy, man. It's definitely a unique system inside this UDR. But I will be greasing everything. I feel fairly confident that I'm not going to have to mess with... maybe not. Crap. That one feels a little funky. That one right there. So I may have to address that one. I'm not going to waste my time with these little tiny ones. Probably see if I can pop this one out too. I don't know why my grease is in there. Almost seems like maybe I tried to... I wonder if I tried to like... I don't know. Why is my grease in there? That's weird. My grease shouldn't be in there. So, let's see. What do we got here? Discovery RC. Let's see. We had Jeremiah from Dakota. What's going on, guy? RC Masters here. Mitchell's RC. Mendez 123. What's going on, guy? Maybe you'll get a full live feed today. What do you mean full live feed? I think yesterday was a full live feed. That was a lot. Brandon, it's happening. RC Rorschach, what's going on, guy? Let's see. What do we got here? Mendez. Just don't take it to... Right. Dude, Jeremiah, you're absolutely right. Actually, you know what? I think the UDR probably should go to Diamond Dust. For certain RCs, Diamond Dust does not. It doesn't. Some RCs just don't handle it very well. I think the UDR might be one of those ones that could. To my memory, none of my shocks are leaking. I don't believe I really have any issues with any of the UDR other than just this issue with the hub. I mean, yeah, kind of the hub, the axle. I was just glad that the actual axle didn't melt, because that would have been bad. So I'm gonna start cleaning this stuff right now. See what's going on here, because I don't remember. I actually took this apart and I don't remember, like, what did I actually do to this thing? And it seems like I just took it apart and realized stuff was broken and I just said, all right, forget it. Kind of almost what it seems like. So I'll be taking the bearings apart. I'll throw stuff in the juice just to clean it up. I actually think this stuff is already clean. But I can just throw the stuff back in the juice. I do have to do the bearings. So it looks like I did take apart... Hopefully I've got all the seals. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did actually take apart both of the both bearings. So what I'll do is I'll grab the juice right now. I've actually got it over there. Remember to wear gloves whenever you do any kind of stuff like this. So all these like gear pieces, I'm going to toss in there right now. These bearings, toss those bearings in there. I think I'll... Is this even dirty? I don't even think this is dirty. I must have cleaned all these pots already. This actually seems clean. But I'll toss these in the juice. Hey, can I have that roll of paper towels, please? Thank you, sweetie. All right. Trusty little razor blade thing here. Seems like all these bearings have issue. So these bearings actually are etched. So this actually may be an issue. I may have to order a new set of bearings. If these bearings don't clean up inside, these may have gotten etched. And if that's the case, it's new bearing time. Push the cage out. Yeah, this one is not wanting to really come apart here. Nope. There we go. Did it go to a different heat than what you... Yeah. Yeah, it does that now for some reason.
Annoying.
Yep. Basically. I think we'll take these. I'm going to dunk these real quick in the juice.
Oh, you're so dramatic.
Yeah, I know. I normally don't like to do that to the seals, but they look like they really needed it. They weren't going to clean up the regular way. Probably better than what it was. Jessica, what's going on, guy? You're not missing anything. Just trying to see if I can get this back together. Could be another failed episode. Wouldn't you know it? Look at that, Sam. Look. Follow the wires. Doesn't that figure? What's he having an episode for? Dodge, what's happening? There's another gear here. Boy, this is going to be fun putting this thing back together. Not remembering what goes where. Eating screws for breakfast, right? Good stuff. What you drinking in that jar? Yeah, brushing my teeth with that stuff. Good stuff. It takes all the coffee stains off. Now this will be the interesting part, is knowing if these bearings actually got taken care of in this stuff. Wow, actually, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, not too bad.
I didn't know we had blue cheese.
Oh, blue cheese? Oh, oh, moldy cheese? Oh yeah, you're messing with me. Nice. Well, it's blue cheese. It's natural blue cheese, right? That's how you gotta look at it, right? Natural blue cheese. So the bearing, it actually does feel like it might be slightly etched on the inside, but so I'll know that I just, I'll put this thing together, I'll grease it up. Everything should be fine after I, grease it for a little while. And then I'll just take it from there, and I'll just order up maybe like a new bearing kit or something for this thing. This one right here, it looks like this bearing, either got pretty etched or it looks like it's etched, meaning rusted. So, and this one actually cleaned up too. You've got to be kidding me. That's actually pretty good. Very surprised. This stuff is magic. Put it in the juice and pull it out, and you've got brand new bearings. I could probably take some steel wool to it, but I don't want to introduce anything that could deteriorate the bearings inside if I couldn't get all the pieces of steel wool out. So I'll just go like this. They do feel like they do feel better now. I think this one was the worst one. Make sure you wear gloves doing this kind of stuff. Surprisingly, pretty smooth. Very surprising. Jason, actually, you know what? Jason, I actually took this thing, the UDR, to New Hampshire, in Thornton, New Hampshire, a place that my wife and I go when we go up north, and they have a river there. And I had taken the UDR to a section of the river and basically drowned the truck several times. So I don't, this thing actually never made it to Diamond Dust, but will it go? Yeah, why not? Should it go? I don't know about that one. So this one actually never went to Diamond Dust. Definitely feel like parts are definitely getting nice and clean. Now the wheel bearings are a concern. So I think I'm going to do. Put one of my magnets on here so I can retrieve the bearings, I hope. It's not really wanting to work as well as I'd hoped. There we go, that works. So what'll happen is this, if I don't wipe this stuff off, it'll disintegrate this thing. It actually already is. Make sure you wear gloves. So this one I can't tell. I need to put this on something. Yeah, hear that? There's still grit in that one. There's something in this one that keeps getting caught. So there's a piece of grip or something in this one that needs to come out. You hear that? Oh. It gets caught every once in a while. So that one I've got to be careful of. This one I need to make sure that I get whatever's in there out. I think I got it. Yep, whatever grip was in there, that's gone. Mike, what's going on, guy? Sam and Sarah, what's happening? What am I using to clean my parts? I am using, right now I'm actually using straight lacquer thinner. I usually use like a concoction of stuff, but right now I'm just using straight lacquer thinner. It works. Just wear gloves. This might be the bearing that got wasted. Yeah, so this bearing actually got wasted. I'm still going to use it. This is the one that, this must have got etched pretty bad inside. So, you can hear a difference between the two. And when you do this one. Your wife would kill you. Yeah. I'm pretty careful. Just don't use the plates. We already know what happens when you use the plates. Right, Sam? You breaking plates? That was obviously me breaking the plate yesterday, not her. But goes to show you why you shouldn't use plates and you should use paper plates instead. That's why I use paper plates. So I think we're good. I think these bearings are probably pretty happy now. All these gears are mint. I think this bearing has a slight issue, so I'm going to pop this one out. Oh, look at that, huh? It's the exact size of the bearing. That's crazy. So it does have kind of a funky sound to it, so I am going to pop that one out. Hopefully I can pop it out. I should use as a can't seem to pop that. Can't seem to pop that one out. All right. So what am I gonna do then? What do I use to pop that out? Use a bolt. Nope. What can I use? Just be careful. Just wiggle it out side to side. There we go. Just pick this seal out. It's getting too tiny for my eyes to see here. Oh, it's much happier now. I don't know what was in it, but that's definitely happy now. You heard Sam giving me that look? Yeah, probably. What is that? Did you see that? My daughter is awesome. Look at that. Look what she just made. She's trying to kill me. Look at that. That. Now look at how well those are cooked. That's how I like those. What's in here? So we have red pepper. What kind of cheese is that? Cheddar cheese. Wow. That is awesome. Holy smokes. Thank you. Good stuff. That is great. Robert Can Andy. What's going on, guy? It is a fun hobby. It definitely is. Although regular cars is a fun hobby too. Make sure you wear gloves when you're doing this kind of work. Especially like when you're packing bearings. Any kind of solvents, any kind of greases, make sure you wear your gloves. When do we eat? I know. Look at that. That is awesome. She's such an amazing kid. I didn't even know she was making any for me. I saw her making stuff, but I assumed she was making anything for me. But that was awesome. So that bearing should be happy now. Jake Fellers, you've got a Redcat Gen 7 Sport, dude. That's awesome. That's Gen 7 actually is what got me back into the hobby. I was out of it for, well, I mean, I don't think I was ever out of it, but my my dog had died, and I don't know, I guess I needed something to take my mind off of the fact that he, you know, died. So the Gen 7 definitely was what did that. Didn't take my mind off of it. Still thought about him, but it helped. Gave me something else to think about. I should be using a Q-tip here. No, I have gloves on. These are the these are those new gloves that you guys just don't know about yet. They haven't come to market yet. They're Inviso gloves. It's a spray. You spray it on, and it's a glove. Spray it on, and it turns into gloves. And then you're safe. Once it hits the market, people are going to go bananas. Sorry. I do have a sense of humor. I am definitely a proponent for wearing gloves. You should. You really should. Don't be foolish and think like you're superhuman and you're never going to catch, you know, no issues. You will. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to remember how to put this thing all back together. This is going to be the fun part. So, now usually what I do is I do usually use an assembly lube whenever I'm doing any kind of anything like this. So, I think what I'm going to do is set up here. I should be like packing all the other bearings, but I think I want to get this thing out of the way. Trying to remember. That's where that goes, and there's a big bearing. One of these bad boys, I think. Yeah. So one of these little bad Larrys. Does it go in there? No. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. Hoping I'm not missing something. I don't think I am. Then again, you never know, man. I could be. So I've got that piece. That piece goes on there. But there's a bearing that goes on there. Yeah, okay. Right here. So this bearing goes on here. Then this goes on there. Then that goes through this piece, because that's that way. I think it goes through like that. No, what am I doing? Boy, I can't remember. I think it's like this. Let me see. No, because that piece is that way. Oh, no, it goes this way. Wow. That was close. That was a close one. Because that's inside of there. This goes inside this way onto... Where does it go this way? No, it doesn't go that way. Am I missing something? Oh, yeah. I'm missing the spool. This piece. So this piece goes onto here, like that. Then this piece goes in like this. So this piece is somewhere in here. Man, I forget. Oh, right there, like that. Then this piece goes here. See, it's slowly coming together. I'm not going to use no instructions. I don't like instructions. Rather just figure it out. But maybe I should like have some of this, because that would be disrespectful. I'm done with the juice anyway for now. Sticky, so what's going on, Guy? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Finally getting back on the UDR. Because of Earl. Only because of Earl. Literally, his last video just made me miss the UDR. Make sure you wash your hands. Jeremiah, what did I just say? Watching Earl Moorhead's video about him comparing the UDR and the LOSI 2.0 made me miss mine. Isn't that crazy how that works? Oh, those are good. This one's hurting. Not sure why. Other than this one, I'm wondering what I should do. I wonder if I should let this be an axle one. This one's feeling some pain. Does look like this one got overheated or something. I think if I just pack it, should be all right. Make sure you wear gloves when you're doing this junk. Bernard, what's going on, guy? Orange jam for toast, you know it, man. Good stuff. Where do I get this paste? Right there, it's Permatex. This is the stuff I use. Some other people use other stuff, but Stuff works awesome. At least for me it does. It's just a silicone ceramic extreme brake parts lubricant. Glow grease, right? You have to live within a few miles of a nuclear power plant in order to be able to buy this stuff. And I actually do too. That's the crazy part. I live a couple of miles away from a nuclear power plant. Good stuff. You want the hash brown? About these eggs, man. Cheddar cheese, a little bit of pepper. Good stuff. See how it pushes through? That's what you want it to look like. You want it to push in through the bearings. Happy little bearings. I think I tried calling the guy Mike Ross yesterday, but the guy's name is Bob Ross. The Happy Little Trees guy, you know, the painter. He was an awesome painter. I don't care what anybody says about the guy. People, you know, have their impressions about him, and regardless, he was still an awesome artist. Very, very happy guy, which was cool. You know, some people get, I don't know, weirded out the fact that he was just this happy guy that liked to paint. Bob Ross was the man. Oh, now see, that's what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to bounce it off of my counter. Bob Ross. There you go. The artist Bones. Reminds you of him? Bob Ross was awesome. Most of his paintings were never sold. Really? What? What do you mean? What do you mean most of his paintings were never sold? You mean like people didn't buy them? Right. Happy Little Trees. Exactly. The guy was just a happy guy, you know. But you know, people formed an opinion, and whatever. People, you know, welcome to their opinions. Whatever. RC guy, I think you're eating my brain. It's good stuff, man. My daughter made it. Real good stuff. You know what's funny is how do I say this? If I go to make something for myself, right? Let's say I go to make like a sandwich. If I go to make eggs, if it's for myself, even if I made dinner for myself, I'd literally probably just live off of cereal if it was like if it was just me. But when it comes to like me like cooking or making something for somebody else, I really like I put a lot into it. Like I actually, I think about it and I just think it's funny, but when it comes to me, I could care less. It's just food, you know what I mean? But when it's for somebody else, I like for some reason put like more thought into it and more like attention. Like my wife had me help her yesterday with cutting up carrots. She was making a stir fry, so I cut up carrots and I cut up a zucchini for her. And how meticulous like I was in like cutting the stuff, making it like all the same size slices, but it was literally me. I'd literally just take an egg, slap it in the pan. I'd probably put it in the microwave actually. Throw an egg in the microwave, put it on high for like a minute, and then just eat it, and that's it. Who cares? Have a piece of toast, maybe slap the egg onto the toast and just eat it. It's just food. But for some reason, when it's for somebody else, there's, I don't know, something else. Something else clicks in my head, says, yeah, do better. You think Bob Ross is on Netflix? Why do dogs have episodes today? All right. GRC. The radio link in the back, I just connected that remote to, the radio link, I love that thing. You're gonna put, Jeremiah, you're putting an upgraded diff? What's the upgrade? Bob Ross helps you fall asleep? That's funny. Happy little trees. bearings are pretty happy. I think all these parts can now transfer onto the clean side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 5 bearings here, 5 bearings there. That bearing actually feels like it could use some help. That actually might need some help. Kind of almost feels that way. Dog outside, she's barking at something. Wait, how much are you talking, Jeremiah? And is it just the internals or is it everything? This bearing actually feels a little funky. Actually seems all right. $50? I might have to check that out, man. But I am obviously gonna keep running this. But yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. Where's my blade? Ah, there goes the fork. Oh, it's not wanting to pop out on me. That's never good. All right. This one's being a pill. There we go. Hey, Stickies, you really want me to answer that for you? It's just you, guy. Hey, Stickies, what's right there? You see that right there? Stickies Racing. That's all right. Is it therapeutic or is it just me? Oh, guy, it's just you, definitely. Yep, just you. He's like, ah, crap. I knew it. I knew it was just me. This one's going to be a little bit tougher, so this one I'm going to use my gloves to put the fluid in there. So use my gloves and I push the fluid from the back side to the front side, pushing it in, because this bearing is really tight. You take the gloves that you have on your fingers and you basically slide the grease and push it in with your gloves. Just like that. And then that should be a much happier bearing. Yeah. Not perfect, but good enough. Skull Crusher. See you later, man. Almost feels like this seal is not. There we go. The seal was not in all the way. Could actually feel that it wasn't in. These little bearings. It's kind of not worth it, but whatever. At least it's better than mounting tires, right? Depends upon which tires you're talking about. You're talking about the bloodbath episode, or are you just talking about mounting tires in general? Because if you're talking about my bloodbath episode, yeah, that wasn't really all that great. I didn't even realize. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Oh. Mounting tires in general? Yeah. It's all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my assembly lube thing that I always do. And I dribble a couple drips in there. And basically, with my gloves, maneuver this oil into place, into little key little spots. And I'm just going to take a gear, just go like that. Just like that. Then I'm going to take this gear, get these things to mesh. Look at that, huh? Isn't that thing a beauty right there? It's pretty cool looking. Now, this is where I am slightly forgetting how things were, because when I'm trying to remember, I think I probably want to do my assembly lube on this as well. What I should have done is I should have taken one of those gears and did the same thing to each one of these little areas, but it'll be fine. Oh, going down. Alright, just a little drop there. There we go. So now what I want to do is I am going to pop this open, and I am going to put my grease just literally inside of here. Just so I can coat on the inside, but what I want to do is I want to be careful and not get the grease into the holes, giving me a false torque, if that's even possible on this. There we go. I think that might be all right. And it looks like it did the job. At least it did it on that side. Hopefully that works. Jessica, you need some hell yeah brother stickers? Actually, I did make hell yeah sister. Because you never know, you know. Hell yeah sister. I think I'm going to finish eating this. Good stuff. Now, reassembling this little thing here. Whoa. Wicked windy today. My dog's not particularly caring for it for some reason. This is what I was afraid of. there might be. I might have. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Is that going on? I'm trying to remember here, because it certainly does look like. No, that definitely doesn't go on that. That is just independent. Yeah, that's independent. That actually connects onto there, like that. And that takes those cap screws. I might be missing screws. No, that's the bad part right there about what I do when I leave something for this period of time. I might be missing those 2 screws. Oh, maybe not. I scared myself for a second there. Can I make my own? Yeah, I have a vinyl cutter. Yep. So I can make whatever I want. It's pretty cool. I like being able to do that. Judging by the evil eye, the dog needs a walk, right? Nah, what's happening is she's just not liking the wind. She's being a wine bag. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Now what I have to remember is where everything goes. That's going to be the fun part. Now, that's the spool. That's going to go inside of here, but it's going to need the bearings, so the bearings go inside of here, like so. One bearing there, one bearing there. Then this needs to be assembled. I don't think there's anything in between this, although that does seem loose. But that might be just loose because I don't remember what the heck that's for. Does that go over this? Nope. So that's just going to take these screws right here, I think. One. I think it's just going to take these screws, right? These the same? Pretty sure it takes those. I think I'm just going to lightly put things together just to make sure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that literally would be that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's that. So technically these need to be thread locked. And these should be cleaned before I thread lock them. So that should be all right there. This is already clean. So what I need is I need my thread lock. Must be downstairs. So nice to get everybody out. Yep. Ah, you recognize pieces, parts. UDR. You know I had to because of you. You and your dang videos. Earl Moorhead. Because of you and your dang videos. I literally was talking about that. I was like, yeah, I'm only doing this because Earl just put out a stinking video and made me miss my UDR. Ooh. What's going on here? This one feels a little funky. I don't know what that was. Uh-oh. Not liking that. It's not feeling right. What's going on here? Jason Crow, can I ask what cool stuff your daughter has planned for a career, or does she figure the world's ending and we have to stay with family right now? She's actually, her desire is actually to be a teacher. So she's going to school right now to be a teacher, which is pretty cool. Let's see. So I think we're good now. Right there. All right. Now, trying to remember how this was. So I think there was a bearing there. This piece locks in like that. So there's a bearing there. There's a bearing here, which is this one. Because that seats on there, like that. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, just do my little bit of assembly lube right there. Let it do its thing. That's happy. Install that onto there. Then I need, there's 3 bearings here. One is a forward bearing, but what I don't remember is there's some parts here that I can't remember what these were for. So let's just loosely put things together. So that definitely goes on there. So I'll put a little bit of lube on that. Slide this into the pocket. That bearing being forward. And then literally, so that's all set. So that's pretty happy, I think. Doesn't look like anything's missing, but I do have these 2 parts. Did I go something for the axle here? Because bearings go in the ends. So I can go ahead and stuff bearings in the ends here. Venom, what's going on, guy? It was an idea I developed after our host asked me. Why so serious? Why so serious, Venom? Not yet. You've, from what I believe I saw, I think you've made 2 of them, and I saw part of one. I didn't laugh yet, but I shouldn't be the gauge of making somebody laugh. That's for sure. All right. I feel like I'm happy with this. I feel like I'm happy. I just know that I now need to assemble that center spool piece before I cap this off. So the only thing I think I might want to do is possibly just put a little bit of stuff on that bit, just on the outside bearing edge, like that. That way when I slide it into its pocket here, there'll already be kind of a seal on that bearing, is the thought. Not really worried about that one because that's internal, but that's external. So I figured just a little bit of grease around that should be all right. Probably should just do a little bit of this here. Like that. Same thing over here. Just on that edge, just like that. Alright, what are these pieces for? That actually seems like it goes on there. Haha, it does. Alright, so that's what that is. These are literally just caps. Except that one doesn't go on there. That one goes on like that. Ah, look at that, huh? Sweet! Alright. But that's going to need... These go on after, I'm assuming. So here's the question. Which way? It obviously goes that way. So it obviously goes on that side. So, does this have an up and a down? Or can this be flopped? So, it would probably be easier to go this way. But that's not fitting. So, that does look like it goes that way. So it's like an extension. Okay, so that definitely goes like that. Now, this piece goes on just like that. Look at that, huh? No instructions. It actually looks like it's all right. And this piece goes like this, I believe. Or is it on this side? It's on this side. I don't know, it doesn't look right. Something doesn't look right with that. That doesn't look right. You know what? Was this piece supposed to go on first? Maybe that's what it was. Alright. I think... Is it possible that that piece was supposed to be on the inside? I think it was. Alright. Just a little bit of patience here. Thread lock is still wet. We're still good. Money P, what's going on, guy? Almost had a disaster. Shouldn't be putting these in the grease. I just got here. We'll try not to annoy. It's alright, man. Whatever makes you happy. So, this was supposed to be like that. Then this went on there. So I will do a little bit more thread lock. because that was almost a fail. But I did catch it just after the fact. It's just like what I tell people. Don't turn a puzzle into a maze. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That's a good one. If I can do it, so can you. Eric Lindsay, what's going on, guy? Bye, Jessica. See you later. Didn't even know you were taking off. Lauren, you don't have a Mojave yet? Go get one, guy. It's definitely one of those ones you got to get. Somebody told me that a Traxxas X-Max should be in your collection. I think a Mojave should be in your collection. Okay, that's more like it. There we go. Much happier. Now we have less parts. All right, so now I need 4 screws to go ahead and put this together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know what screws those are. It's definitely not those. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe those? Those are for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and try these screws because these ones, these all the same size? No, they're not. Okay, so we've got those ones are the same size. Let's see. So it looks like shorter, longer, maybe. So maybe 2 longer ones here, maybe. I'm gonna try it. See what happens. Not sure if I'm liking that. Not coming through yet. And I think I might have to say no. I'm going to go ahead and say no on that. Looks like they might be all the same size. So I do have 2 longer screws for something here. So let's go ahead and just throw 4 in. If you had to choose a UDR versus the Mojave, those are fighting words. If I had to choose, UDR. I mean, Mojave. Sorry. UDR is awesome, but it's a UDR is more scale. Mojave, because it does not have a solid rear axle, definitely is more forgiving. Where the Mojave just will bash and thrash for days. I definitely like the Mojave. They kind of almost, it's almost as if they can't be put in the same category. I'm missing one of my drivers. Because it's in the box. They kind of look similar, but they're definitely not. Once you drive them, you figure it out. And I already did have the right size driver out. Was this one? Should you get a Redcat Kaiju? Yes. Without even knowing how you drive, yes. Redcat Kaiju is awesome. For the price, what you get, the thing is 6S. It's a trick truck, so you have to go into it knowing that it's a trick truck. So if you don't like, all right, let's put it this way. You get a Kaiju, it's 6S capable, run it on 4S and just be happy. It rips. If you want to put it on 6S, just know that just like any other 6S vehicle, you are putting it through you're going to be putting it through its paces. It has a couple of minor things that you're going to want to take care of. That. Ooh, that's got some slop. Is this strong enough to minimize that slop if I put a shim in? Crap. Yeah, you know what? I'll let the grease take up the slop. Thoughts on a T-Max 3.3? All right. I got a T-Max 2.5, couple of other nitro vehicles. I used to run nitro planes all the time. I do have one electric plane. I don't know. I'm not into nitro as much as I used to be. Just because with electric, there's just the obviousness of you can just do so much more. Quieter, just, taking it more places without issue. Look at that. Looks like RC Guy almost knows what he's doing. Do I have... You have 7 T-Maxes? Whoa, dude. You love your T-Maxes then. That's awesome. Holy crap. I've got a T-Max and E-Max. Mine's only a 2.5. And then I've got the Revo right after that. So I only have two of the Maxes. Besides the other thing there. The newer Max. Wonder if the slop is gone once I put that in there. So I think I literally just assembled this, didn't I? I think I'm in a happy mood now. Jeremiah, that is insane, dude. 10 other... Whoa! Oh, dude, you love gas and nitro. That is awesome. Do you have any electric? Have you tried electric? That's insane. That is a lot of nitro cars. That's pretty crazy. Like I said, I used to be into nitro, just really not as much, to be honest with you. Electric is just too easy. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I do have 2 longer screws. So I need to figure out why I have 2 longer screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Does the longer screw go through there? Okay, just found out where my longer screws go. That was easy enough. All right, so longer screws go for the grasshopper leg things. All right, so that was easy. Traxxas always just makes it just so easy, don't they? would get a Redcat shredder. RC guys. Would I get a Redcat shredder? For the price that I saw it at last year during the holiday season, yes. For the price that it is right now, no. I actually I was ready to pull the trigger and I just didn't. And then when the price shot back up, I just said, forget it. They can keep it. Because for that price, to me, it's not worth it. All right. Seems like it's ready. So now I just got to install these bearings here. Install my axles, which they are the same length. So now what I'm trying to remember, did the bearing go on? Okay, so the bearing went on. The bearing actually went on the axle and then slid in. So I might have just messed it up for myself here. I wish there was like a bearing puller. Should be like a tool made. You can just pull bearings. Something simple and easy. So the bearing goes on after the fact. So these slide in. And then the bearing goes on this side. Or do the axles go in? And this is what holds the bearing in. Man, see, that's what I'm trying to remember here. So I'm pretty sure this bearing, I believe, slides all the way onto the axle, I think. Like that. Then that slides in as a unit, I think. Then I believe this went on, because that retains the bearing in place. That looks about right. Because then the pin would go through, then that piece would go on. So same thing on this side. Got to pop this bearing out. There's got to be a tool that can be made very easy to pull different bearings, and all it would be was like a reverse jaw. Because this is wasting time. Have it on like a spin shaft, like a little puller, like a little slide puller. You'd slide it in, screw it, it would spread out the jaws to grab a hold of basically the bearing in a race, and then just like a little slide thing to kind of pull the thing out, the bearing out. I think that would work. Patented on RC Guy Garage. I think we're good. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't do the... I usually do the oil, but I didn't do that. You know what? I'll do it after the fact. I usually would oil that. You know what? I normally would oil it. I don't know why I'm not listening to myself, but I should. Because this is the way I do it. Always use like a pre-lube on there. Just what I do. And that should be happier. Because I'm happier. Do the same thing on this side. Pop this little piece off. Pull that out. A little bit of assembly lube. Good to go. Now, goes this way, I think. Nope. This way. All right. So then, there's one screw on the top. I don't really feel like installing those fake caliper things. So, looks like the screw goes this way. One, two. STL, what's going on, guy? Earl Moorhead's video that he just put out is why I am working on my UDR. Point blank. It's been sitting for too long. I saw his video and I was like, son of a gun. He's making me miss my UDR. And this one goes on this way. The heck is AFK? All right. So this is happy. Now, got these little GPM bad boys here, which obviously will go on. I suppose I could put them on now. Just have to put my wheel nuts on. Although, maybe I'll just hold off. Put these on after the fact. So this is basically, this thing is actually put together and ready to be installed. I guess I'm gonna have to do my review on this pack maybe today. Volvonic Air 5200 50C pack 6S fits into the UDR like a glove. And we're not talking O.J. Simpson's glove. We're talking like it actually fits. Alright, still got a bunch of parts here, kinda. Those parts I don't really care about because that's rotor junk. I had these parts, which forget what the heck these are for. I don't even remember. These go on something, somewhere. Alright. Let's see. Let's move out. All right. Couple rotor pieces of junk. Don't need those. Battery tray, don't need that. I'm not sure why this fan is in there. Those parts obviously I'm gonna need. This I'm gonna need. This I just don't remember exactly where it goes. So I'll have to figure that one out. Done with my special solution here. Make sure we cap that off. Done with this. This is what's left over here. These I just should call this like the Paper Plate Chronicles or Paper Plate Edition. Done with that. Pull this rig over here. We'll see what we got. Alright. So obviously know where the straps go. What I don't remember is exactly how this is flopped this way. Should probably install these arms first. Because the drive shaft telescopes, doesn't it? Oh, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I thought the drive shaft telescoped. Maybe it does and mine's just broken. Well, either way, the pin is still in there. So I guess maybe I should attach this first. Let's see what we got here. Thread lock. Oop. Don't do your thread lock like I just did. It'll never work. Attach these suspension arms here, the lower trailing arms, to be more specific. Sweet. Put on my limiting straps. Those limiting straps, get these. That's what that was for. Knew I'd figure it out eventually. Wow, can't believe I'm gonna have another usable RC. Gotta be kidding me. Hey, Justin. Are you still here? Away from keyboard? Oh, AFK. Back. Oh, back. Forget it, I don't even know. Oh, that's what those are. That's that. The braces. So I probably should put these on now that I can actually reach them. But they go this way. So these actually need to be cleaned up. You know what differential obviously needs to be serviced too is my what am I missing here? Goes this way. No, it doesn't. Line. Which way does this go? I know that's this, right? Oh, wait a minute. It goes that way. There we go. Clicks on like that. Then a couple screws go in there, which must be these, or not, because it looks like I'm missing screws again. Oh no. I am missing screws, I think. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. Never mind. Right here. One. Two. The trusses, that's what these are called. Truss braces. Axle truss braces. Not bars. Not that these really even do anything, but does the missus know about the play? No, shh, quiet. No, she doesn't. It's still downstairs. It's hidden. It's hidden away, safe and sound. Why, do you wish you knew about it? Terrible. No, it's downstairs. It's safe. It's in the safe zone. Terrible. All right. That's for the stupid little brake rotors, I think. All right. That's all set. Now, the 4-link, which goes right here. Or should I call it the upper links? Sorry. The upper links to the 4-link. Size? Nope. All right, something's not going in. Ah, it's not even in right. What are you doing, guy? There we go. I think that's it. Come on. It's like sideways. There we go. Got it. Now I gotta put on that side. Actually can't see it. It's gotta go in just right. There we go. I think that's it. Nope, not yet. Almost. Come on. Get in there. Perfect. Now, the grasshopper leg things, these need to be attached. That gets attached right here. these longer screws.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone. Account has been compromised because of cyber attacks. Protect your data and information.
Oh no!
Connect to Apple
This
support.
phone call sounds so realistic. Do you want more Apple cards? What? Meet you at the Walmart parking lot? $10,000 in Apple Play cards? Okay. Those road calls, man. Your account has been compromised. Yeah, awesome. What account? Tell me. Which one? What did you want? My banking account? What? One of my passwords? I think we're good, man. I literally have 2 screws left over, which were attaching these pieces of garbage. So we don't need these. All set. Jason, you're back for round 2 of Dude, it all, Jason. It's done, man. Sam, what's going on, guy? Ah, the old dude. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know this well, except your UDR is like probably what? Cost you like $3,000 with all the parts you probably put into it, all Vitabond and GPM and all this other stuff. Crazy. Crazy guy. It is good to see this back, though. It's literally because of Earl Moorhead's video that this is back together. So now I can go ahead and install these. Look at that, huh? Sergeant J, huh? Guy? Look at that. Right there, Sergeant J. Got myself some GPM. Thing of beauty right there, huh? Brand new pens. That thing looks difficult. No. Well, I mean, it all depends. In reality, nothing's really difficult to work on. It's just, is it a little bit of a pain? Yeah, probably a little bit of a pain in the neck. Yes, if that's what you mean. these pins don't fit. I was gonna say. They're tight fit. They fit perfect though. Look at that. I'm not really one to like buy into stuff like that, but that is a big difference. Look at that. That is candy right there. That piece of garbage. That's a piece of candy right there. That is eye candy. Oh, look at that. Maybe should I put the brake rotor back on? I don't know, man. All it does is basically just holds on the you know what? Should I? Man. Bye, sweetie. I love you. All right, fine. It's on. I'll even put the stupid parts in. Although, you know what? These aren't the right ones, are they? Or are they? Did that get... Oh, no, it is. It's the right one. Never mind. Look what you did to me, Sergeant J. You got me putting on candy pieces. Pieces of candy. I can't believe I just put on the fake little rotor holder things. But I guess it does keep it in place. But it is looking nice, though. I do agree on that. That is a nice piece of candy right there. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Look at that. That's a piece of candy. Yeah?
There's an hour right here.
Okay, thank you. Nothing good. No checks. No $1 million checks. This is the side that was blown out. Right here. So, I'll go ahead and throw the piece of candy on. Oh, look at that. That does look nice. That actually does look nice, doesn't it? All right, fine. You talked me into it. This candy stuff is pretty nice. Whoa, that's an extreme close-up. Look at that. Come on. That does look nice. Although I'm not even going to see it. Once I put the wheel on, you don't see nothing. But it is cool looking though. And it should help the issue that I was having with these things. Wow. Can't believe it. I have no extra parts left over. All right. Time to put the wheel on. You know what I wonder? I wonder if that's rounded out. No, actually it feels tight. Kind of almost looks like it's rounded out. All right. This UDR is happy. UDR. Earl Moorhead, what's going on? FOX, you know it, guy. All because of you. All because of you. That's why this thing is together. I did have all the parts I needed, too. I think I amazed myself. Here we go. Wow. FOX. Just like in that movie. What's the name of that movie there? FOX. Forget what the name of that movie is. It's got, what's his name in it? The guy from Castaway. Tom Hanks. FOX. It does look nice from the backside, man. These parts actually don't look that bad. They actually do look nice. From the back, it looks sweet. You just can't see it through the wheels, so it's like, what's the point? You need those brakes now? Yes, you do. Wait till you see it from the backside, Earl. It's not threading in. What's going on here? Where'd the nut go? It's like it's not threading on. What's going on here? Why isn't this threading on? I need some special Traxxas thing to put that on. Probably do. Probably need some special Traxxas threader thinger. Oh, I know what it was. There we go. This wrench is a little funky. It's like not allowing the thing to grab. There we go. Earl, check this out. Look at that from the backside. From the backside, that does look nice. I do have to say, it does look cool from the backside. But you can't see anything from, well, maybe you can see a little bit from the front. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you can see the drilled, slotted look from the front. Maybe it looks all right. But from that backside, though, that does look mint. UDR is ready, baby. Oh, yeah. It's ready to rip. Oh, my God, Earl. Can't believe you made me do this. This UDR. Now I am very happy. I have got some big smiles on my face right now. Check out this way this battery pack fits in here. Got to show you this. So my biggest complaint about this car has always been the way batteries fit into it. And I've got a nice battery pack that was 5,000 It's a HRB 5000 6S graphene pack, but it always was tough to fit in here. Now I have these, which is Ovonic Air 5200. Granted, it's only 50C, but whatever. Check out the fit. It was literally made for the UDR. That battery, I don't think you could get any better in there. Obviously, I have to switch out the connectors that are in here, but I probably won't do that yet. But that is a perfect fit. That's an Ovonic Air 5200 50C pack. Yes, I know, 50C. But it's a 6S pack, and it fits like a glove. And we're not talking, like I said, we're not talking O.J. Simpson's glove. We're literally talking like Mario Andretti's gloves. That's how that fits in there. So this is the Mario Andretti battery pack for the UDR. Look at that. Bam. Locked. And probably won't have a problem with this. Just like I said, it's just a typical Traxxas crap with the way they do their things. I'll have to use like the special adapter connector thing that I've got and junk like that until I switch that. Like I was saying, I think it was Kevin Talbot that did a video on that. So, but that'll be nice. Plug that bad boy right in there. Take this cover. And take this cover. And I'll actually have a battery pack that fits the UDR. Plug is in the way. I know it goes in, it's just the wires are blocking it. It's that stupid wire. What, Daisy? You're fine. You'll live. Trying to just get this in there. There we go. Bam. Look at that. Happy. Definitely happy. Nice. So that's it. UDR is back together. Don't you go pushing that gate. I heard you do that. I heard you do that. I see you over there. What? All right. So that's it. That ends this episode of RC Guy Garage, COVID and Coffee. Let's actually, you know what I should do? Let's see if the suspension still works. Of course it does. Come on. It's the UDR. Just the way the thing just lands, man. Just the way it just absorbs. There's like literally nothing like it. Super Bob Ray, or whatever the heck that thing is, ain't got nothing on the UDR. Yeah, this is I love this truck. Look at that. Look how it just absorbs. You know what I mean? Ugh. It's like, just give me more. You know? This thing is so stinking off. Right now, I am so happy right now. This, like I was saying before, this RC hobby, man. If you're not into it, like obviously you guys are, but if you're not into this hobby, get into it. You can have some fun. I do have the fronts too. I could go ahead and throw in the fronts, but nobody wants to see that. So basically, that UDR is now ready to rip. That thing is mint. Look at that. FOX. That thing is beautiful. Ah, I'm so pumped. Look at that thing. Would you just look at it? Yeah, I know. I see you over there. Come on. Take a screenshot. Look at that thing. That thing is mint. That thing is a stinking thing of beauty. God, just the way this thing. Look at that suspension travel. You know what I mean? It's like, my God. Look at that thing. Got a little bit of squeaking happening in the front here, but you don't hear no squeaking as the thing's literally just going 100 miles an hour just doing this. You know? The thing just floats. It floats so awesome. When this thing is moving, like when I had my cameras and stuff set up on this thing, and when you just see this thing just like literally, it's not even the body. The body itself doesn't move. It's literally just the wheels just going like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's awesome. I'm so pumped, man. I'm so pumped that this thing is now like this. So, anyways, just going to jump into the chat real quick. Just say hello and a quick goodbye. Because I have every intention of taking that UDR out for a rip. Look at that thing. Oh, there goes pots. Good thing I'm done. Pins and 2 pins missing now. That's all right. The vacuum will pick that up. But we ended up with no extra pots, which is awesome. It's always a good feeling. No extra pots. It has been a while too since this thing it's been down. So let's see. GRC, why stop now? Throw in the front guys. Nobody wants to see that guy. There's nothing to it. You're just pulling off 2 lug nuts and slapping the new ones on. You know. Nobody wants to see that garbage. Complete your mission. It is complete, guy. Now the mission, the real mission, the completed mission would be switching over that stupid plug. Yeah. This thing's ready to rip. This thing, I almost don't want to torture it and take it to Diamond Dust. I could just take it to like the beach or something. Take it to the backyard track, let it, operate its suspension for a little bit, put in a camera somewhere to catch that sweet GoPro footage, 120 frames per second, slow it down for that buttery smooth goodness. Leave the plug, I do have an adapter. I don't like Traxxas connectors. I do have the adapter. Well, great show. Now I have to go finish. Jeremiah, dude. Awesome, man. Take it for a rip, right? It's the best thing, man. Mendez. ARRMA just announced. Right, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just their RTR. It's their RTR version of basically 2020. Like what's really the difference? Just colors? Well, I know it's probably electronics and stuff like that. Everything's probably got that new radio and all that junk. But it's still the same thing. Still all the same stuff. But yeah. I don't know, man. Psyched. Definitely psyched. I'm glad this happened. Mendez. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump out of here. How long were we online for? We're online for almost 3 hours. That's not too bad. 3-hour live stream. Working on that thing. That thing of beauty right there. Thing's a thing of beauty right there. Look at that. So basically all I did was install my GPM rears, which I do have fronts. Eventually I'll do that, but there's no need to do that on a live. It's pointless. The UDR has been down for quite a while. I actually don't even remember the last time it was that I ran this thing. I almost want to say it wasn't even this year, was it? I don't think I ran this thing this year. I didn't. I didn't even run this car this year. That's how long it's been down, I think. Or did I run it? If I did, no, I didn't. I definitely didn't run this thing. This thing has been down for a year. Yeah, it's been down for a year. That's nuts. I have not run this thing for a year. Don't quote me on it. That's what memory says. But yeah, this thing's mint. Stickers aren't falling off on this thing. How's the X-Max? I don't know. I found the wheel nuts to it, by the way. I found those last night. I had to go on the search for it because after I saw how much those things cost, I was like, yeah, no, I'll be finding the originals. And I did. It was pretty easy. I didn't really have to look far. One was on the ground and one was actually in this thing. Right here. So apparently I had put them all in here. And when this thing fell on the ground during a live, I thought I picked up everything, but apparently I didn't. So, but I did find the wheel nuts. I do have to put a power system in the X-Max. Most likely it's going to get a Spectrum system. I got a Spectrum system that will fit in it nice. 8S. I'm just going to rip it out of my Creighton. The Creighton EXB definitely did not impress me. And maybe it's because I got one of the bad ones. It's still not the point. The point is that I still don't have my warranty. And that's wrong. So that's really not cool. So how are they making new ones? You know, like a new EXB Mojave. How are they making that and not satisfying the warranties of the rear differentials? It's just not cool. It's really not cool. So no to the beach, not good for... Oh. It's good for this thing. I'm not saying I'm going to take it into the salt water, but I'll take it through the sand. That's what this thing is made for. This thing is made for ripping it in the like sandy dune areas, you know. Maybe not diamond dust. Although I probably will take it because diamond dust definitely will support a vehicle like this very well. Diamond dust has so much to offer. Where I've been on diamond dust is like, I think it's like a quarter or maybe a 16th or an eighth of what it has to offer. There's so much there. I keep getting like locked into this like one area. So, all right. Right at 1 o'clock, I'm just going to stop this live. That means it'll be 3 hours. So we've got Sam, Justin, Mendez, Jeremiah, GRC, Kurt, RC Master took off. Let's see. Who else is here? Mitchell might be here, unless he took off. Sergeant J was here at some point. Earl was here at some point. Right, ARRMA's new line, right? I think that's it. How many people are in here right now? Only 15? 15? 16 people. 32 thumbs ups. Wow. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up, by all means, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. We're almost ending the stream. Like I said before, all it does is just tells YouTube that the channel's all right. Don't forget to watch those ads every once in a great while. Click on one. You know what I mean? Pay the channel. Pay the channel. I'm such a nice guy. I try to be. All right, so I just gotta turn this thing around. Click. There we go. What do we got there? Dan, how about this, Dan? Thank you for coming. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. You know, not forcing you or nothing, but would be nice. So, anyways, what do we do on this COVID and coffee? Broke out the UDR. Realized that even though I melted one of the original rear disc hex things, which is this one, it melted it, and it actually melted the actual bearing keeper itself, that it's still fine. I did upgrade to the GPMs, which is these GPMs brake rotor hex things, and I think they had one that wasn't the rotor. And I just was like, it's only like a couple, I think it was like either $2 or $4 more just to get like the ones that, you know, kind of look cool. And you can't really see it that much through, you know, the side of the car, like the front. You can't see it through the side of the car, but I don't know. It's there. Who knows? Maybe what I'll do is I'll set up a camera, a GoPro, and I'll have it trained on the axle. Like, you know, what would be cool is if I could mount a GoPro right on the axle. I could actually do that. I could actually mount a GoPro right on the axle. And that way, like, you'd literally see, like, the sand, and you'd see the rotor, and maybe that would look cool. I don't know. This is definitely, this vehicle right here is one of those vehicles that films very easily, meaning there are so many locations on this vehicle to get footage. Like if you want to get like footage of the truck, there's so much happening. There's so much going on with this truck that, like, if you think there's places you can put cameras, and if you slow down the footage to, like I was saying, like that 120, man, and you hit a jump and all you see is literally the rear end drop out, and you just literally just see it launching, you know, launching off of the jump. You see the trail of smoke or trail of dust. It just looks awesome. I've done stuff with this. This thing actually destroyed my favorite Session 5. So I had 3 Session 5 blacks, and this thing destroyed one of my Session 5s. I was not happy on that day. But, yeah. So that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode from RC Guy Garage, COVID and Coffee. Traxxas UDR, the forgotten RC repair. So I'm out, or I will be out. You should get out too, and like I always say, just get out there and rip it. Come on. It's got to be somebody that hasn't given a thumbs up here. Let me see. Can we get one more? It's like 16. There's got to be somebody here that didn't give a thumbs up. Anybody? Bueller? You got 33. 34. Bam! All right, who was it? Who was it? Who was on here that didn't give a thumbs up? Oh, another one. See, I love it. I love it. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. I'm having a blast. Hopefully you have a blast too. So who was it? I want to see who it was. Come on. UDR looks right. Right. Yeah, the UDR does look awesome. So who was it? Was it you, Mike? Was it you? Did you forget to give a thumbs up? Oh, no, somebody took one away. It was 35. Well, whatever. I guess I should end it so I can keep all my thumbs ups. All right. Like I always say it, just get out there and rip it. just have fun, spread joy, spread happiness. Don't go spreading this garbage. I don't know. There are phrases. The whole world's going to what do they say? The whole world's going to hell in a handbasket or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes I do think that is the case, but yeah, this RC hobby is definitely fun. It's literally derived right from the 1-to-1. So if you enjoy 1-to-1, if you enjoy real stuff, you might enjoy this stuff too, because you get your hands dirty. Make sure you wear your gloves. Make sure you wear your eye protection. So I'm out. Thank you guys for coming to this episode from RC Guy Garage, and just get out there and rip it. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming.